Alright guys, so today we're doing an MCU updated tier list. If you haven't seen the last one, I go over every single movie here that is on the tier list currently. That's why it's already filled out. I'll put the card up to that in the corner now if you want to go watch that and explain why, I got like Thor Ragnarok down here and like Endgame, not the best movie ever. That's all explained in like a 40-minute video already. So if you want to go ahead and go watch that first, it's cool. If not, welcome. Alright, now, before I get on to the new stuff, I'm going to, I did it about a year ago, just for reference. I'm going to go ahead and move some things around, because I was looking over this before I started. And this doesn't belong here. This goes here. And the way this works, obviously, like, S through never watch. And then, the way I do it, so, like, the leftmost movie, like, this is better than this. Alright? And so, like, this is the worst of these three. That's how I do it. Alright? So, I'm gonna go ahead and move some of these around. Okay? So, like, Far From Home, it goes there. And Civil War I already had moved up here to B. The rest of this, am I happy with this? Civil War, Doctor Strange, Iron Man 2. I might move that lower. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Okay. Alright, so, yes, we have the Sam Raimi movies and the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, just because, one, this tier list had them on there, and I guess technically it's within the MCU now, and same thing with Daredevil. I'm assuming that's why that's on here now, and I guess Venom 2. So I'm gonna do everything that's not like main MCU. So like Homecoming, not Homecoming. I just saw an H and said that. No Way Home through Loki here. We're gonna do last. We're gonna go ahead and go through these. I'm gonna speed run these real quick. All right, because like I said, they're not really MCU movies, so I don't feel the need to go through them all the way. All right. So where to start? Okay, well, this isn't out yet, so let me just do this real quick. There we go. Moonknight. We're gonna do Moonknight, but I don't want to do that quite yet. So let's do I want to start off controversial? Do I want everybody to click off the... Why not? Where's Amazing Spider-Man 2? Alright. This movie, most people are going to put it here. Not where it belongs. It's not that bad. It's bad, don't get me wrong, but it's not that bad. Right? I'd rather watch this, and I've seen this a lot. Definitely more than Captain Marvel. Definitely more than Black Panther. Is it better than Thor Ragnarok? Yeah, I'd put it here. No. Move Hulk. There we go. It's, yeah. No, it's better than that. It's better than all of these, actually. I don't like to plan this out beforehand, because I feel like that's boring if I know I'm going to put all these things. Keeps it more interesting if, keep it random. See, you think about a movie, right? That's the thing with tier lists. Is like, you think about a movie, you see, like, Amazing Spider-Man. And you just think about the good parts. Right? Shut up. You don't think about the bad parts. Right? You got to think about the bad parts of the movie too. So, while I want to put it like here, you got to think about all the stuff that sucks, like the multiple villains, and I'm gonna get hate for this, but I hate this suit. I like the suit in the first movie better. Yeah. So I actually like the stuff with his parents. But again, the non-MCU movies I'm not going to go through too much, but that's where we're going to put it, in D, alright? And if you want to, like, ignore this part because they're not technically MCU movies, that's fine. Alright, where's the other one? This one. Better than that. Better than that. Better than that. We can go right here. This is probably where that goes. It's good. Does a lot of things right. Does a lot of things wrong. Right, I don't like Uncle Ben as much. I don't think that scene works as well as some of the other versions of it. But I like the suit. I like this better than the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit. The The villain's okay. The Peter Parker stuff, right? I mean, this has been said, especially with No Way Home just coming out. This has been said 1,000 times, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this movie. It's going to go right here. Now, anything else? Oh, wait, I need a new category. I didn't think about this. Not seen. There we go. Solves that problem. Because I was sitting here like, what the hell? Where am I going to put this? I'm blanking on like what happens in this show. That's because I haven't seen it. So that makes sense. Okay. Let's do... Don't want to touch any of these. Venom 2. Okay. No. No. Is it better than Homecoming? Do I like Spider-Man Homecoming? Ugh. Carnage is like okay, it should have been rated R. Venom, it has like a lot of stupid jokes. Okay, well, stupid joke movie is here. Right, it's better than Thor Ragnarok. I'm gonna put it here. Right, I'd rather watch The Amazing Spider-Man than Venom 2 again. I've only seen this once, so maybe that'll change if I saw it again. I doubt it, but like the end fight's good. It's really short. Carnage doesn't have a lot of development. There's a lot of stupid jokes, and if you can't tell by like this movie, and both of these, I hate stupid jokes. So yeah, that's where that's gonna go. And I feel like C is like relatively high for this movie, but it like in the terms of like what's up here, it's not. So where's the first one? Okay. Is this... Yes... No, it's not better. Iron Man 2... Yeah, okay, that fits there. I was gonna put it originally when I first saw it. I was like, well, is it better? I thought it was like better than Doctor Strange, but not really. There's not a lot of great parts in this movie. It's just the parts that I really like, and the parts that I don't like, I really don't like. So it can sit here at B, right? It's better than all of these. I think a lot of these are self-explanatory. This is stupid, funny jokes. That's why I don't like it. Self-explanatory. I already talked about these. Don't like this movie because it babies him and doesn't let him do his own thing. This movie isn't that good. Like, it's good for like a movie, but for a Marvel movie, it's slacking. This movie, everyone knows why it's bad. This one, yeah, I'm happy with that because it's definitely worse than like Civil War. I'd rather watch Civil War just because it affects the MCU overall more, and there's a lot of good character interaction in that. So that's where we'll put the first Venom. Now, I really don't want to do these. These are going to piss people off. We're going to do Moonknight. Right now, where's WandaVision? Okay. This is better than WandaVision. So it has to at least go here. This is my favorite Disney Plus show. It's not better than Iron Man. Yeah, it's B. It's good. Like, out of all the Disney Plus shows, I'd watch this. Where's Loki? I need to do this. Right now, when this is out, episode 4 just came out. Right? The one with the hippo? Yeah, that's what just came out. It's good. It's got good pacing each episode. It's kind of funny. It's not too funny, but it's funny. The action's good. I like the suit a lot. Oscar Isaac's really good in it. So that's where that's going to go. And of course, like in a year when we do another one of these, we'll update it. Is my computer going to crash? Nice. Am I going to have to remake that whole thing? No. Beautiful. Alright. But now I have ads. Alright, that's fine. That's disgusting, but fine. What just happened? Oh, no. Go back. Thank you. Alright, Loki. Technical problems, am I right? Alright, I talked about this, because this was definitely out when I made my last video, but I don't know. I feel like I probably put this higher than it deserved to be, because, like, WandaVision, I can tell you what happened every episode, right? Like, the first couple episodes, like, it was just setting stuff up, and then, there's plot points. There's the Halloween episode, like, they start to figure things out, and then Vision, and then blah, 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 right? That happens here. Obviously, I can tell you what's happening here, because I'm watching it right now. With Loki, I don't really remember. Like, I remember the general, you know, outline of the show, and you know, beginning, middle, end, and like the Conqueror dude at the end, and like messing up the timeline and the multiverse or whatever. But that's pretty much it. So this is gonna go like, what is it wow? No. This can go here. It's good. It's just not as good as, you know, the top stuff. I would say like right after Loki. Yeah. So like this line right here, Civil War, and everything to the left and up pretty much has infinite rewatchability. Right. Okay, maybe not WandaVision, but everything else here. Right, you can just watch that over and over and over and over. Down when you get down here, it's like I don't even want to watch this stuff once. But anyways, man, I could rant about this. This show, like, if I could put this lower than Never Watch, I would. I hate this show. But anyways. Oh, we have What If to do. Let's do that. I don't know if I talked about this. It's good. Right? It's not in D. It's definitely the worst show, though. Like, I'd never watch this again. So, see, here's my predicament, right? Like, watching it, how much does watching it the first time and the fact that you'd never watch it again contribute? Because I'd watch Amazing Spider-Man 2 again. Not the rest of these. But I'd watch Amazing Spider-Man 2 again if it was on. I wouldn't watch this again. So does that mean I have to put it here? Yeah, I mean, that's right. Like, nothing, the highs in this, like the last episode, don't pass the highs in this. And here's the thing, the lows in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 are lower than the lows in What If. But What If is just like meh a lot of the way through. It's very boring. It doesn't really do a lot. There's like a few good episodes, like Doctor Strange episode and the Black Panther episode where he's Star-Lord, and then the last one. That's pretty much it, 'cause that's all I remember about that show at all. And if I don't remember it, it probably wasn't very good. So that's where I'm putting it. All right. We'll do these last, because they're gonna, like, as much as I want to save these for the end, because these are the things that, like, we haven't actually done, these are gonna break the tier list. Once I put these on here, it's gonna be broken. It's gonna mean nothing. So we'll do those last. All right. We'll do Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi, first time I saw it, it would have gone like there. Shang-Chi the second time goes here. Go over. There we go. It's not as good. Like, it's not B. I wouldn't say, like, oh, you gotta see Shang-Chi. It's a quintessential Marvel movie. It's fine. Like, it's the definition of an average Marvel movie. Like, if I wanted to show you, like, what is a superhero movie, Shang-Chi. That is just, you know, action, big CGI fight, like, family, like, theme and message, blah, blah, blah. Shang-Chi. It's good. It's not terrible. It has a lot of slow, boring parts. That's why it's lower. And it has a lot of good action, and that's pretty much the only positive of that movie. What's his name? The actor dude, the main guy. Not even gonna try to pronounce it. He's good in it. Like, he does a good job. I think he's gonna be like, when they team up with everybody, he'll be a little bit higher than like a War Machine or like a Falcon in terms of importance. But I don't think he's gonna be like a Black Panther level where he's a main character. Not even to a Black Widow level. I think he'll be there, you know, like a Hawkeye role. He'll be there. He'll be in the background of some shots, but he's not gonna be a main character. All right. I talked about Black Widow before, I think. So let's do that. My opinions changed since then. I definitely didn't place it higher than C tier, if I've talked about this. I don't remember. But it's going down. It's definitely... It's not F tier. Is it? I don't remember a single thing about this movie. I've seen this movie twice. I don't, like, I know nothing. Like, what happens in this movie? There's, like, the beginning where she's a kid where, like, they take off. And then she fights Taskmaster on the bridge. And then they're falling out of the sky. That's the only thing I remember about this movie at all. I hate everybody in this movie. Like, if this came out when it should have in, like, 2011, then I would have hated Black Widow, right? But, like, the sister, don't like her in here. The dad, I don't know any of their... Well, I know the sister's name because of another show, but we'll get to that. Nobody here's good. Literally don't remember a single character's name. That's how you know that this is not a great movie. It's going at the bottom of D. And see, here's where things come into question, right? So these three movies, Hulk, Thor, and Black Widow, right? This is kind of my range of badness, if you will, right? So you got Ant-Man and the Wasp. So you have boring, right? Like, just absolutely boring to watch. Then you have not funny, but tries to be funny. And then you have just, like, boring and bad and forgettable. There's a difference between bad and boring, right? This just, like, takes characters, and this is only bad because of when it came out. It takes characters there's, like, a lot to do with, and they have, like, hours and hours and hours and hours of screen background, and then, you know, centuries of comic background for her. And they just do nothing, right? It's like, if you could take the most generic, like, by the books origin story, that's what it is. You learn everything you learn in this movie, essentially, over here in this movie, and it's like there's like a 10-year difference. So that's a problem. But not funny. Like, this really pisses me off. Like, sitting in this, this is probably my most angry memory that I have, is sitting through this movie and people laughing at stuff that's not funny. But, like, I'm not saying there isn't funny stuff in here. There's funny stuff. That's why it's not down in F. But, that in the action. But it's not that funny. Alright. What's next? Damn, I'm dying over here. I'm not touching this. This we're saving. That's what everybody wants to see. And it's really predictable. Let's do Hawkeye. Because I don't know how I feel about this, and it'll be fun. So, Hawkeye only works if you binge it, right? If you watch Hawkeye weekly, I don't think it works. I think the individual episodes are too boring to watch one by one. If we look at, like, it's not where I'm putting it. If we look at, like, Moonknight, right? I'm watching it weekly right now. Watch this weekly. Watch Loki weekly. Unfortunately, watch this at all. And this, it's like a mystery. It's unraveling and figuring things out. Kind of the same thing with this. It works as a weekly episode because you're waiting and coming up with all these theories between episodes. This is kind of the same thing. It's also just really well paced, and the action story are really good. So that's why this works weekly. This, nothing really happens for a lot of it. It's just a character show about an old man and training a kid, right? It doesn't do anything really that interesting. The only thing this movie does well, for me, is it makes Black Widow's sister, Yelena, significantly more interesting. Absolutely hated her, like, probably would have forgot she existed if she wasn't in this. Right? She works well in it. Kate Bishop's good. Hawkeye's good. Hawkeye does a really good, just, like, normal dude, right? And, Jeremy Renner, he's just a good, normal-ass dude. And he does a good job. This works well. It's interesting. It has Kingpin in it, and it does what it needs to do. Right? I mean, it's not going up here, but it'll definitely go... Does it belong here? Yeah, like, it's good. I might watch it again. It's better than a lot of this. Alright, so, that's that. I mean, the final thing I want to say is, like, it's Hawkeye. You've seen him fight. If you've seen one Hawkeye, you've seen all the Hawkeyes, right? He shoots bow and arrow at people. It's the same thing. But let's do Eternals. So, I've seen this twice. And the first time, I would have put it here. The second time, I'm going to put it here. I'm looking at this, and I want to move this, right? And I want to take it out of F, but because right, if you write it down, right, and like break it down into like story and action and visuals and blah 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 blah, make a huge ass list, break all this shit down like I do for games, right? Black Panther works on pretty much all of them, except for the visuals on the end fight, but that's been talked about 1,000 times. My problem is that it took me 4 attempts to get through this movie. And I don't mean like I got bored. I mean I literally passed out 4 times watching this. It took me 4 attempts to get through this movie. Now I've seen it 3 times all the way through now, but I've passed out multiple times getting through this. And it's not like I was tired, right? Because I've fallen asleep in Moonknight. That's because you work a full-time job. You're going to pass out watching just a Moonknight, alright? This was not in a good way. So that's why I can't move this. This, though, this is bad. Like, there's too many characters. If you think this is too many characters introduced in a movie, just like this is in this, they're all Guardians. They're all very like very different. You got a raccoon, normal guy, a tree, a green person, and a pretty much naked dude who wants to kill everybody. Very different characters visually, and both how they, how they act, their motivations, all that good stuff. Eternals, I don't think I can name all of the characters, and their silhouettes are right here. Right? You have wow, this is hard. You have Cersei, right? She's the main character. Icarus, he's the kind of the bad guy, like Superman, kind of. I don't know. Sprite, and then the big Asian guy that's funny. Oh, and the annoying dude that I can't stand, the Indian guy. That's it. Like I can't tell you anybody else is in this movie, and there's a lot more. Like they don't use them right. The flashbacks are like all throughout the movie. It's a flashback movie. The action's fine. It just does CGI monsters, which if that's your thing, cool. That was acceptable like back here, but I'm kind of tired of it at this point. They pretty much just, because they have so many characters, take every single superpower and just give it to one of them. They don't do anything with like the deviants. They're like morphing and evolving throughout the movie, and they just become this, sentient being, and they do nothing with them. They have this huge plot line about, we were made also, and blah blah blah, and that could have actually been interesting. It's like, well, are we actual people, and how they ain't different than us, and blah 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 blah. And they talk about it a little bit, but they don't do anything with it. So it's staying down here in F, because I don't think I'd watch this again. This is bad. Right? Yeah, that's staying. Alright. So, do I do Spider-Man or do I do Spider-Man? But, I mean, do I break the tier list or do I do No Way Home? We're gonna do No Way Home, I think. Just because, it'll be fun. Why not? Alright, so, No Way Home is never... No, I'm joking. Okay. So, people are gonna be mad if I don't put it here. But I'm not gonna put it there. Because here's my thing with No Way Home. You have to watch every... Well, let me put this down here. I've seen it, just I'm coming back to it. You have to watch 1, 2, 3, 4... 5. What am I missing? I guess I'll start from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jesus Christ. Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to watch 7 movies. I was doing my math right. To watch this movie. At a minimum. Right? To even comprehend why this is important. And then to really like get the impact of this on like a grand scheme, you gotta watch, I mean, at least these 4. Right. So you really like, it is required, right? Like if you go through this list, you can watch this without watching anything else. Not really this for the Iron Man stuff, but the rest of it you can. A lot of these, like the really good ones, Guardians 2, right? Doctor Strange, like, you can watch these without watching anything else, right? You might miss a joke here or there. For the most part, you can watch a lot of these high tier ones without seeing any of the other ones. You have to see all the Spider-Man movies and at least some of the MCU movies to understand why this movie is so good. So that's why I can't put it up here, right? I also just don't know. It's God damn it. All right, give me a second. There's parts of Endgame that I don't like. Honestly, I'm not putting that there, but I might move this like lower. Because I can now, it's because I've seen it the most. I can think of parts of this movie that I can't stand, like the first hour. I can't think of anything in Ultron that I don't like. Can't think of anything in this that I don't like. There's parts of this that I don't like, and there's parts of this that I don't like. Yeah, we're moving it. There. These are better than that. Right, this has a huge payoff at the end, but like, honestly, and like, I know I've made a video on this already, this probably, in my opinion, is the best written MCU movie. Right? I know it's not what people are here for. They want to see the man with the shield punch the purple man. Alright? But this is, like, character interaction wise, this is probably the best written MCU movie. Okay? Now, to Spider-Man No Way Home. This is so hard. I didn't think this was going to be this hard. It's either here or here, right? It's not better than Infinity War. Infinity War is so good. And it has, the thing with Infinity War is it has the same problem. You have to see all these other movies to understand why it's so good. And I did put it as, okay, so by that logic, it has to go there, right? Because this is my favorite MCU movie, but you have to see everything else to understand this. And this is the same thing. This is good. It's a really good solo movie. If you could just watch one MCU movie, this would be it. It works really well. It does everything it needs to do. I've talked about it for probably like 15 minutes in the other video. But the highs in this are really high. There's definitely some lows in this movie, but just like some of the highest highs are in this movie. Right? It's great. I'm not going to spend 30 minutes talking about it, but second best. These three are just like absolutely fantastic. And don't get me wrong, like these are all good movies too, but these are just great. No. Second place. All right. Now that we've done that, the official MCU, let me break the tier list. All right. Spider-Man 3. Everyone's gonna put it. Well, if you were born after this movie came out, or you were like, yeah, if you were born after this movie came out, you're probably gonna put it like down here. If you were like older than 10 when this movie came out, you're also probably gonna put it down here. But for the rest of us, this is going all the way here, in front of B. I can't put it better than any of these movies. These movies are really good. And this is definitely the worst one of three. But Tobey Maguire's great. Oh, this writing is like, and I'm just talking about the Sam Raimi movies as a whole, is like up there. But this writing, like it's just real good. Like the suit is my favorite suit, and you know, Sandman's, they could have done more, and definitely Venom, they could have done more. But this attempt is better than this attempt. So that's where that's going. That's going to piss people off. But let's do the other two. Can I place these realistically without breaking the movie? Oh, and meme potential, right? All three of these. But can I place these? This is just like, okay, when I make a new tier list in like a year from now or however long I make it, I'm probably not going to include these. Like, pretend like I'm not putting these on here, okay? Because that's the only way this doesn't break the tier list. So let me just take this and put it right there, and then let me just take this and put it right there. All right. These are fantastic. I can't get through this without crying now. Like, I've seen this dozens of times. Can't get through it. It's great. Action's great. Writing's great. Villain's great. Everything about this movie's good. Aunt May smacks. Right? This is my Aunt May. This Aunt May, don't care. Spoilers. When she died, didn't care. Right? Not even remotely sadness. When she talks in this movie at all, any of these three, smacks, crying. 10 out of 10. Alright. Like this movie, right? All of these, I wouldn't give any of these a 10 out of 10. Right? These are all 9s. Right? 9, 9, 9, 9, 8, and then it goes down from there. Like 10, 10. These are fantastic. And this one's, improved over time. This one starts slow, but with memes, a lot of the memes for this movie are in the beginning of the movie, so that helps a lot get through that, because, just meme potential. So, great. S tier, like I said, ignore these if you're a hard MCU boy. This is pissing you off. These aren't really on the tier list, alright? This is just because they were here, and I want to put them here because I like them, alright? So, if you consider these MCU movies, then yeah, they're the best ones. But if not, like most people, then just ignore them. Alright, so this is the updated version. We got all of them. Right, this might move. I mean, it's going to move, right? Because we got, 2 episodes left? So, let me give you my predictions and where I think this is going to go. So if Moonknight does what I think it's going to do, this is my prediction. My god, I'm dying over here. I didn't expect this to be such a long video. So if it does what I think it's going to do, where, him and Steven start working together, and then they break out, and they go get, I say him and Steven, Mark is the main character, and then they go get their girlfriend, and they somehow get the suit back, or their wife, whatever, somehow get the suit back, and then they go to fight the bad guy in the 5th episode, and they end up, getting wounded or something, and then the wife, chick with the curly hair, she's gonna, become the Moon Knight in the 6th episode and beat the bad guy. And if that's what happens, it's going down to C, because that is so predictable. Alright, I need something that's not predictable. I need a here's what I don't want to happen, right? I don't want, and I guarantee this is what's gonna happen, I don't want to see in the final episode Moon Knight and then a slightly lower transparency Khonshu above him versus the bad guy, don't know his name, it starts with an H, and a low transparency whoever they're trying to dig up out of the ground, fighting, like how it is in this. I don't want that. Just give me a normal ass fight. I don't need 10,000 freaking monsters and all. See, just let him fight a dude, right? Buff up the dude with the cane, he gets some super juice or something, and then just let him fight. I'd be happy with that. All right, and that'll boost us up to the top of B, and I'll be happy. Doctor Strange is coming out. This is either gonna be down here, or I think it's gonna end up in D or A. Now it'll probably be a year before I update this, because I feel like I can't make a video just off of one movie. But this is good, and this will hopefully be good, and it'll be up here in A, around here. But yeah, that's my tier list. Let me know what you guys disagree with. If you would move this anywhere up, though, I don't care about your opinion. So I just want to put that out there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one.